Let me ask you something strange. What if I told you there was one car that actually scared Walter Röhrl? The same Walter Röhrl who mastered Group B monsters, who won two-time World Rally Champion, who danced with death at 200 kilometers per hour on gravel cliffs. Why would that man be careful of this car? And what if I told you this same car would later be driven by someone who never came back? No electronics to save you, no second chances, no forgiveness. So here's the mystery nobody wants to answer. Was the Porsche Carrera GT the last real supercar ever made? Or was it so real that the world decided it didn't want cars like this anymore?
Did you fear me, or did you fear what I demanded from you? You call me a car. I am not a car. I am a question. And answering me requires honesty, not confidence. I don't care about numbers, 0 to 60 times. Lap records, internet opinions. I only care about one thing, the person holding the wheel.
The Porsche Carrera GT was never meant to be easy. A naturally aspirated V10, born for endurance racing, forced onto the road. No turbochargers, no hybrid motors, no shortcuts, a manual gearbox, a heavy clutch, a carbon fiber backbone. This wasn't a car designed to make you feel fast. It was designed to reveal who you really were.
I do not save you, I teach you. If you are smooth, I reward you. If you are careless, I warn you. And if you ignore me, I do nothing. Physics does. Before you decide what I am, you need to understand what I was built to believe. I come from a time when machines were not expected to protect their drivers. They were expected to tell the truth. Truth is not comfortable. Truth does not intervene. Truth does not ask if you are ready. When you turn my key, I do not make promises. I do not promise safety. I do not promise confidence. I only promise honesty. I am not dangerous because I am powerful. I am dangerous because I am precise.
Many people wanted to drive the Carrera GT. Very few were truly capable of understanding it. But there was one man whose words carried weight even with machines like this. Walter Röhrl, two-time World Rally Champion, a survivor of Group B, the most dangerous era in motorsport. Known not for aggression, but for absolute precision. Röhrl once said, "I don't drive flat out. I think flat out." But he never called Carrera GT dangerous. He called it honest. And honesty, at this level, is terrifying. He's a man who almost never exaggerates. So when he calls something scary, people listen.
He understood me. That is why he never feared me. He respected me. And I respected him. But not everyone is Walter Röhrl.
This car did not live only in the hands of legends. It also found its way to someone who genuinely loved driving. Someone who valued machines more than attention. But that day, conditions were not perfect. And perfection is the only thing this car accepts. And the man who never came back. We're talking about Paul Walker. Not the actor, the driver. the one who loved cars long before cameras loved him.
I really like that car that Brian chooses in the movie. That's my favorite Japanese car. Nissan Skyline R34, but my dream car is the Carrera GT. Porsche Carrera GT that's the top car for me.
You know I'm not forgiving. You've driven fast before, but today I need patience.
I know. I respect you. I always have.
Respect isn't enough. Listen.
That morning, the tires were cold. The road was cold. The margin was thin, not zero, but thin enough that only silence could cross it safely.
Let me just feel you.
I am already speaking. You don't hear me because I don't shout.
This car never screamed. It never flashed lights. It never corrected mistakes. It only whispered. And physics does not whisper twice.
I did not betray you. I did exactly what I promised. I told the truth.
Paul Walker never came back. Not because he was reckless, not because the car was evil, but because honesty has no safety net.
I was not built for moments. I was built for mastery, and mastery cannot be rushed.
Walter Röhrl created the legend. He defined the standard. He showed what the car demanded. Paul Walker made it immortal, not with lap times, not with records, but by reminding the world that some machines do not forgive and were never meant to. So the question begins to form. Was the Carrera GT too dangerous, or had we become too comfortable? Was the machine the problem, or was it our expectation that a machine should always save us? After the Carrera GT, the industry changed. Cars became faster, smarter, safer. But they stopped asking anything of the driver. They made everyone feel like a hero, ready or not. Fear disappeared. Silence disappeared. Respect disappeared. So, our final question, was the Carrera GT the last real supercar?
I was not the last. I was simply honest, and honesty makes people uncomfortable. That is why the world decided cars like me should not exist anymore.
The Carrera GT wasn't the last real supercar because it was the fastest. It was the last because it asked something of us. Skill, respect, responsibility. And one day, we stopped wanting to answer.
You've heard my story now. If you felt something, then maybe you understood me. If you believe stories like mine still matter, share it. If you want to hear more stories the way they were meant to be told, subscribe and tell me something in comments. Do you believe I was the last real supercar? Or do you think the world is still brave enough to build another one like me?